information. I don't know whether it's a real information or a rumor. Should I ask you, or based on that, is it okay?
Are you going to ask me or
the
him
camera is
or
still
her
running.
or him?
Yeah.
Everybody.
You and sir and yeah. I heard this one huge underwater sequence.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Which has come out really, really good and
Yeah. It's
that's a yeah. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
I heard
Absolutely.
you made a separate pool for it in Hyderabad.
Yes.
A huge one.
Till then we had one option of shooting it in Kapoli because that was one of the biggest pools we had to shoot in Kapoli. And then for some strange reason we decided to overspend on that movie and create a pool in the studio which we were shooting for predominantly our action sequences. And it was a massive pool because we really had we shot for close to about 30-35 odd days underwater. Underwater, over the water, underwater, over the water. That's a phenomenal episode which I think will really
So that's a lengthy sequence then, 30 days.
It is one of the most key sequences of Devara.
Okay.
And again, because we're speaking about a world which is near the coastal, which is in the coastal regions of India. So we really had a lot of water elements, shoot on water, shoot in water. So we had these big diggers which came in and created artificial waves. We had wave machines.
Wow.
Yeah. We had motors fixed into the water to give it the small ripples.
In the pool?
So there was a pool and there was a water tank as well. So we had a 200 by 150 water tank. So it was very high on, as I said, high on action. There are certain action sequences of Devara which will really, which will just sweep you off your feet when you're.
So you're getting killed in the first part, or you going to the second?
No, that's another thing. I heard. But I heard. When I heard his story, it was great. There's a young look, there's an old look, and there's all this, exciting action and stuff. And I thought it all sounds great. And then they were shooting, and then the story developed. And I heard from Shiva sir that, listen, there's a change of plan now. And we're doing it in 2 parts. And in the second part, your character development is very exciting. This is what happens. And I don't want to maybe give that away. Yeah. But it's a wonderful thing. So he's not dead.
That's good.
No, he's rocking.
Yeah. Can we ask this, you both are friends or?
That's a lot of revealing.
Relatives?
I think
that's a lot of revealing.
We are kind of also. And
that's still a lot of revealing, sir. I think we should not.
Nothing.
I think we should.
Fine.
That's still a lot of
relationship. There's a strong relationship.
Yeah. There is a very strong relationship. Yeah. So
ट्रेलर में तो समझ में आएगा होगा ना, मतलब when we see the trailer we'll get to know, I think.
Yes.
उसमें भी hide कर रहे हो, थोड़ा छोड़ रहे हो, sir?
No, I think there's no point in hiding it. We are like a few days away from release.
Okay. So you're playing wife, like girlfriend. What's happening?
That's a complicated answer. Yeah,
it's complicated.
In my head, in my character's head, I feel like she oscillates from, we're married and we have kids and everything's perfect, to like, I hate him.
Yeah.
So it's a wide spectrum. It's a complicated answer.
So very normal.
So finally,
yes, I guess so. I guess so.
Nice. Well done, Shivaji.
It's a nice one. But finally, मिलता है कि नहीं मिलता?
फिलहाल मिलना चाहिए, so उनको ही मिलेगा, मिलना चाहिए तो
वो I think
ये मिल रहा है या नहीं मिल रहा है,
पता चलेगा.
Is the hero मिल रहा है या नहीं मिल रहा, तो it's like हाँ तो
मिलना पार्ट 1 में हो रहा है कि पार्ट 2 में हो रहा है, ज्यादा हो जाएगा?
मुझे खुद शायद पार्ट 2 में ही पता चलेगा, मुझे अब तक पता नहीं.
Okay, nice.
See, in a world of bees, how to place a girl. See, it's very tough to write Janvi's character actually. It's easy to write Devara and Bhaira for me. In this world, I have to place Thangam, but she pulled it.
She was fabulous, as I mentioned before.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for her character to unveil in part 2, where
The women are too strong in the film. Not men.
Actually, the
Bhaira
general
sounds
audience
like
are
someone
waiting.
who doesn't listen much.
I hope.
Yes.
What sir?
Bhaira sounds like someone who doesn't listen much.
That's Behra.
That's bad.
That's Bhaira.
That's the feeling of the same.
Yeah, but like,
No, just
Bhaira is a brave
phonetically.
guy. I mean,
Okay. Yeah. Was that what it means?
yeah.
Sir, because of the Sridevi Garu's fan following, the general audience also, not only his fans, there's a curiosity in the audience to see them together.
Yes.
in the Telugu audience that.
'Cause there's a connection also.
Yeah. So
There was this photo shoot, which a look test.
Yeah.
Such with when Shiva first time, even before we started moving, there was a look test. So and there was this picture of hers which we released, obviously, long back, and she was sitting on a boat and looking into the camera. The moment Shiva showed me, I was like, oh my god, she just looks like Sridevi Garu.
yeah.
I mean, she's. I mean, in certain angles, she just. I mean, looks like her. So we've tried to capture a bit of that also on camera, but and I don't think it's something you can capture in angles. I think it's the way she performs, or sometimes the way she just smiles. It just brings that reminiscence of Sridevi Garu back.
It's weird for me to say this, but I feel that more when I perform and speak in Telugu. I don't know if that makes sense.
Probably.
It just felt more like home to me.
Yes.
Got that, yeah.
What is the runtime of part 1 and what is the runtime of part 2, if at all you want to reveal
I
it?
mean, let's not even talk about part 2.
Okay, part 1
We still
runtime.
don't know what the runtime will be, but 250. It's a decent runtime. It's about 250, 2 hour 55,
Okay.
2 hour 50. I mean, if you see, I really don't understand this runtime. Confuses me a lot, sir. See, the actual runtime of a film is less.
See, Sandeep asking about that.
I mean, you should not actually. I mean, how long was Animal, sir? 3:15.
3 hour 24. So,
Okay.
but actually,
So you're basically your eligibility of asking runtime has been taken away from you, sir. You're not eligible to ask about runtimes.
no, happy if films are bigger.
Shorter?
No, bigger because
But big cinematic films
Are
are
always,
running
yeah,
long now.
yeah.
It's become
And
people
that
are.
too with this many strong characters in the
Yeah,
film.
that's what, yeah.
I mean, you want to narrate. When you want to narrate,
Now, if you're going
Might
for
as well.
part 2, I always feel it could be 3 hours. Then only 3 hours. Then only you'll
So
feel
we are
like going-
almost touching 3 hours, but we're not touching 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we might be somewhere a little lesser than 3 hours.
Yeah.
Songs
3 hours is
and
good, sir,
action.
because you'll not lose any show.